start speaking. David, whenever you're ready, you have 1 minute.
I believe Evelyn is going to be ceding her time to me.
No one needs to cede your time.
Okay.
You have 1 minute.
Good evening, Democrats. My name is David Torres, and I've served on the Montebello City Council since 2019, and I'm the first Black councilman and mayor of the city of Montebello. Today, I'm asking that you see through the misinformation campaign by upholding 8054's recommendation, those who know my city best, by endorsing my candidacy for Montebello District 4 council race. Ms. Valdez said a lot of things, but she failed to mention she's also running as a candidate for the same seat as me. She used her powerful position to pull her own race and attempts to sway this body from the consensus of the people we in 8054 elected. But that's okay. I've been speaking truth to power for 5 years and still going strong. First, let's say my opponents are wrong. What have I done to earn LACDP's endorsement? Where do I stand on our platforms? During the pandemic, I worked to enact hero pay and defeat the California Grocers Association when they challenged it in court. I fiercely advocated for my community's healthcare needs when Montebello's Beverly Hospital went bankrupt and closed their emergency rooms. I furthered climate action policy, voting for hydrogen buses in LA County's 4th largest transit system, and I brought forward a resolution for a ceasefire in Gaza. As to my vote on by-district elections 2 years ago, and the same.
Thank you, David.
It was a stance against the district.
Thank you, David. Thank you, David. We're at time. All right, now we're going to alternate. We're going over to the first speaker in opposition to the committee's recommendation. That is Joella Valdez. Joella, I'm going to. Whoop, I had you there for a second, Joella. There we are. All right, Joella. All right. Whenever you start speaking, we'll start timing. You get 1 minute.
Thank you. Now, I want you to imagine if a Republican incumbent failed to defend voting rights, violated workers' protections, and financed the special interest-driven recall. We as Democrats would be organizing and we would be fighting back. Well, David Torres has done exactly that. David Torres has voted against compliance with the California Voting Rights Act, the very law that protects fair representation. There's a state party resolution about this. An investigation has found him guilty of harassment, retaliation, and creating a hostile work environment. He even fired the only Asian American director, a whistleblower, by publicly defunding his position. The city is in multiple lawsuits because of his actions. This is the lawsuit. Despite LACDP's vote to oppose the Republican recall in Montebello, David supported with a $5,000 payment to the same consultant pushing the recall. You can find this on his most recent 460s. As Senator Polanco said, the Democratic Party at all levels should not endorse candidates who make a mockery of the rights that Democrats before us fought for.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, next up, we are going to the next speaker in support of the committee's recommendation, and that is Evelyn Nuno. Where'd we go, Evelyn? There we go. All right, Evelyn, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. Oh, wrong. Your box. Oh, you're unmuted. All right, Evelyn, you have 1 minute. We will start timing when you start speaking.
Thank you. Hi, Democrats. I'm chair of 8064. I would like to cede my time to David Torres, and I apologize for not saying that at the beginning.
No worries, that he can continue to speak. David, where are we? There we go. All right, David, you are unmuted. You have 58 seconds.
Thank you very much. So as to my vote on the move to by-district elections, it's true that I voted against the map that was voted in Montebello, but we have to look at the context. Hold on, I lost my place here. On workers' rights, Mayor Scarlett Peralta and I brought forward the city's first policy project labor agreement in Montebello history, providing quality wages and benefits and a local hire policy. I fought for an extensive worker protections through our Civil Service Commission, first against disbanding it, then working to reinstate it. Today, they're processing claims from 2020. You can watch the video where Ms. Valdez spoke in public comment against this due process for workers, and the instance she talks about is a perspective and a wrong one on a budget decision on a single C-suite position that paid over $150,000 and not found in any city like Montebello. And as for supporting a recall, the 2,000 residents that signed the papers, 40% of the district need no additional support from me. Please endorse my candidacy.
That music is just cracking me up. All right, next up, we have the next speaker in opposition to the committee's recommendation. That is Angie Reyes English. Angie, I'm going to unmute you. Or asked to unmute you. So if you can unmute yourself, Angie. All right, Angie. All right, Angie, you have 1 minute and we'll start timing when you start speaking.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman here in the city of Hawthorne and 61 AD Chair. I yield my time to Joella Valdez for Montebello City Council.
All right, going back to Joella.
Ask yourself,
There we go. All right, hold on, Joella, hold on. We got 58 seconds. All right, 58 seconds. Whenever you're ready.
ask yourself, would a good Democrat vote against voting rights, violate worker protections, and support a Republican-backed recall? The answer is clear, and it's no. Now, let me tell you why I'm the only true Democrat in this race. I fought beside you at the state party, founded the first Democratic Club, and have been active in LACDP. I'm not just showing up for an endorsement. I'm doing the work. I organized rallies, walked precincts, and helped elect Mayor Bass. I organized and fought with Southeast City Democrat leaders to defeat the recall of our governor. In my district, the highest voter turnout comes from Democrat women just like me. We are the pulse of my district and the Democrat Party. We are Donald Trump's worst nightmare. Educated women of color with a voice and a vote. We must stand up for what's right. Reject this endorsement recommendation and support leadership that truly fight for democratic values. Thank you.
Thank you, Joella. 6 seconds early. Appreciate you.